Hi again, Social Work 351. This is James, and we're still using the same data set from the other video. It's these apartment temperatures. Just a quick review, these temperatures for apartments with a minimum of 65 and a maximum of 73. We generated this histogram. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to review a couple of pieces from the material for last night. And we're going to do that, what is it? This is the descriptive statistics. We're going to make some comparisons between these descriptive statistics and what we see in the histogram. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark this cell. A couple little housekeeping things. This is going to be where I'm going to put the descriptive statistics. So we'll go ahead and just do the descriptive statistics. I may post another video on how to do the standard deviation using a spreadsheet. We had started to do it last night and ran out of time, and my apologies for that. So I may post that in a separate video. So here again we have these apartment temperatures, and we talked about descriptive statistics. Descriptive statistics means we're generating statistics or individual numeric values that we can use to describe something about our data set. Okay? So we might ask, where's the middle of our data set? And we could do that numerically. We talked about mean, median, and mode. That was chapter 2 of the textbook. Chapter 3 of the textbook was talking about variability, and we're asking how much do the data vary from each other. Again, if we look at the range of this data set with a minimum of 65 and a maximum of 73, well, that's 8 degrees of temperature from the smallest to the largest. So that gives us a sense for a little bit of how spread out the data are, but we don't have a sense for if it's all even, in the sense that it's evenly spread out, or if there's clumping in our data. So there are other measures of variability that we could use with that. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and compute our descriptive statistics for this apartment temperature data. Just like we did in the previous video, we need an input range. Oops, I'm going to ignore that. I'm going to delete out the values and then come over here, select, just like we did for the histogram, and then click. And again, I'm in Google Sheets. We're grouping by columns. Now, I'm not going to worry about the labels right now because we didn't select it. For the output range, I went ahead and colored this in so that that was my target for where to output. Oops. I got to be careful and make sure that I'm selecting the same cell that I want. So now when I come over here, we have E14, which is the green cell here. We do want the summary statistics, but right now we don't really care about these other items here. We may get into that in the more advanced sections of the textbook, but for right now we're just concerned with these summary statistics. If you're using Microsoft Excel, you also have to click on this, make sure that you're showing the summary statistics, otherwise it won't give you anything. So here we go. Now here is our descriptive statistics. When we talked about mean, that's the add up and divide. Add up all of our data values. So we have 25 data values. If you add them all up and divide by 25, that gives us 70. The median, which is if we put all of our data in order and then find the middle value, that middle value is 70. You'll see that our mean and our median are exactly the same here. And we have a mode of 72. So those are our three primary measures of center. now if I come over here to this histogram, let's see if I can drag it over here so that we can look at it. We'll see, actually we can't see the mode in here because 72 would fall in this bar, so the 71 and 72 here. And then our mean and our median actually would fall right in here, which is kind of interesting. Okay. Now for our standard deviation, this 2.16 and so on. This is a measure of variability. And really, how we would interpret this, what you could say in your homework is, on average, the average data value is a roughly on average, our data values from the set are 2.16 degrees Fahrenheit from the mean of 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And that right there is, again, how we do our descriptive statistics.